Finally, I had my fucking revenge against SKR, man. Get fucking shit on. And Toxic Asher too. Oh my god, that's delicious. That is just juicy. With an L3 on my team against 2 Masters and a Pro. Guys, I think I made a critical mistake yesterday when I told you all to use code Bedlam to funnel all of your bad randoms to me, because I think it worked. Like, I swear on my life, okay? There is not a single soul in this entire world who has worse randoms than me, bro. I can't... Like, no cope, I promise, guys. These randoms that I had today were so diabolically bad. Like, they were just... It was mind-numbing, and I can't believe that I actually pushed through and somehow won these games. And, you know, like I said yesterday, I mean, I was just on my monk arc, just trying to make sure I kept playing well, and I think I played well. I think I played consistently well in every game. In fact, that's even part of the reason why I was able to hit the Masters. Did a little grinding off camera, guys. Whoa, look at that. Except after grinding off camera for 3 hours, I ended off in Legendary 3 at the same place where I started pretty much before I started grinding, which was so fucking bad. I mean, you guys, let me show you. I did some preliminary, like, quote-unquote data analysis, and you can see here, guys, check this out. This current elo graph on my road to hit Masters, the first 86 or so games, totally chill. Look at this trajectory, clean. We're hitting Masters in like the next 3 games here after like we hit the 8,000 elo mark right here, right? And then it's just win loss, win loss, win loss, win loss, win loss, win loss. Another 80 games almost. Oh my god. And I didn't even play bad at all in basically any of those games. Like, I kept my mental up the whole time. And, you know, the interesting thing is I was so sure that my bad randoms rate would be, like, really abnormally high or something because, you know, I just, like, it feels like people are just trolling my games. But when I actually ran the numbers and the calculations, if you look at my bad randoms rate for this season compared to before where it was like nearing 50%, I had only a 40% bad randoms rate this season. So far in my push to Masters, only a 13% too bad randoms rate, or like both of my teammates are bad randoms. And that's actually surprisingly lower than what it was in the last season when I pushed on both my main account and my free-to-play account, which I thought was pretty interesting. My win rate is also lower, but my star player rate is higher than on my main account from last season, so take that for what you will. Like, comparing the players that I played with and against, the randoms this season so far for me have not been actually bad. The problem is that they're just throwing more. It seems like this season, out of any other season, the draft is very particular in the way that, like, it's hard to carry if you have a bad draft. There's like small drafting mistakes, like this guy right here. I beat this guy recently to try to get to Masters. This guy's a pro player, and he even has a Max Reno pin, so he's won a Max Reno, and he's a good player. But he picked Melody into this team comp where I had Bull already taken, and we had Colt, and they just got rolled because they literally had no solid defense. I diffed the Spike the whole game because, like, this Spike's not a bad player either, but, like, Bolt is just that strong right now. And we literally just buffied them to win. It was actually crazy. Like, this Bo, too, not a bad player at all. They just got cooked. There was literally nothing they could do. I think if they had, like, gone Otis instead, maybe they had him, like, more of a chance. But, like, even I think just going Bo at all here was already kind of like a cooked draft. Like, just, like, good players will make small drafting issues and they'll just lose, because it feels like with how strong a lot of the top brawlers are, you really need answers or to take the strong brawlers themselves to deny the enemy team from getting them in order to actually win, regardless of, like, you know, how good you actually are as like an in-game player, if that makes sense. So even though it felt like I had some terrible teammates who just completely trolled, and they did, their KD wasn't actually that low. And so I never bothered to write them down as a bad random, because sometimes it's like, or it feels like we just got diffed, but also maybe it was just that they were abusing an insane brawler that we didn't have an answer for, right? Like none of these players are bad. It's just they just had the broken brawler. So I don't know. In this video, I mean, we've already hit the Masters. My goal is ultimately past this to try to hit Masters 2 and 3 later in the season. We have 17 days left. Let's just jump into some games of ranked. And I don't know. Now that we've already hit the Masters, I want to test the waters on how the games are. Surely the randoms will get better. But also, I want to maybe kind of talk through my drafting thought process to maybe give you guys just a little bit more of an insight on, like, what you gotta do to not just completely troll the game and end up being the reason why you lose, even if your KD doesn't necessarily show you doing all that badly. So yeah, like and subscribe, use code Bedlam to to get only realm Bobby himself and give you his insane brain game. Or I mean his drafting his in-game drafting brain knowledge. All right, we're on bounty. Let's go ahead and ban the Leon. They have first pick, and in my experience, you just gotta get the Leon out of the way. That brawler is so broken right now with his turret. I personally would have liked to see the Crow banned too, but we don't see it banned. Into Pierce, I don't know if that's like the best pick, but I think it's still good if you can wiggle. It just depends on how good you can move around, because Crow does depend on dodging a lot. We go Nani, which is pretty good. Pierce is one of the best snipers in the game right now, just in general, and having like some way to counter the Pierce is really important. And Nani is one of the like basically the only brawlers who can counter the Pierce. Really important. We almost went Crow. I don't know why we went Bell instead. Crow would have been probably the better pick, because I'm a little worried that they're gonna go Globert Cheese. Globert is also one of the best brawlers in the game right now, and it's just disgusting what this brawler does when like he's on the field, especially when paired with an aggro brawler. If they go Globert Mina, we've literally lost this game, by the way. Like, my only hope is to go Crow, and like this is already right. Like, it's like my teammate went Bell instead of Crow, and that one thing might have been the reason why we lost if they had gone like Globert Mina, but they didn't. They went Piper instead, ego pick, which I think does work out for us. We're getting suggested days here to take Blue Star, which I think actually makes a lot of sense. So I'm actually going to listen to the suggestion and go K's. Oh, this guy actually wants to switch. Okay, that's actually fine. I mean, I'm comfortable on the Nani pick too. Basically, the idea here, so when you pick a team comp, you want to have at least one range brawler and one aggro brawler, generally, or a tank counter, something to either address or have aggro. And that's kind of like just a general rule across any remap and mode. Here we have an aggro brawler in K's, and on bounty specifically, it's going to be just good to take the Blue Star. And as for the lanes, you know, I think our Bell is going to struggle into the Piper lane, but I should be good into either Piper or Pierce. So we basically just have to try to hit shots. I mean, as usual. Okay, unfortunately, our K's does go down with Blue Star, which is really not what you want to be doing. With K's, the main goal is to take Blue Star and basically just have, like, the lead. Oh, shit. Try to dodge this. That kills me? No way. All right, hopefully my teammates get the pinch. Nice. Okay, the K's does get the pinch. That's really huge. Let me send my head up. And yeah, the game is basically, like, initially... What the fuck? Initially, the goal here was to take Blue Star, get the early lead, and then just play really defensive and force them to push into us. Because Pierce, when he gets outranged by Nani, he actually struggles to push into me. I kind of use my shield there a little early. This case has Blue Star, so if she dies, she's literally trolling, so hopefully she doesn't do that. And Pierce is one. Oh. Okay, let me send my head in away from this Mina so she can't tornado and interrupt it. She's looking to do it, actually. Oh, wait, I just... Okay. Yo, guys, there's something wrong with my car, bro. They fucking gave me a fucking defective car, bro. It's like, I can't drive that shit when it's broken, man. It's not my fault. There we go. We get the Pierce down as well. We even deflect the Piper shot coming out of the way back. I almost have my hyper head. Nice, I have it now. I should be able to use this to basically just get either a kill or some pressure. Let's send this in. Piper's in. We get her. Nicely done. And yeah, this should just be a GG. I think in terms of their idea, like the Pierce is strong. Like I said, one of the strongest snipers in the game. But it's a little bit counterable, right? Oh my god. Oh my god, we almost lost this. Not even close. And especially because they didn't go any like really strong overall idea, as in like they don't have a game plan here. Like their game plan is just hit shots and try to dodge shots, right? Like that's literally their game plan. They don't actually have one. Whereas we have like a pretty solid game plan in the oh fuck, if I reflected that Pierce shot earlier, nice, I still kill him. Because Nani is a pretty good Pierce counter. Like, oh, she's one. Ah, shit. Like, our game plan here is literally to, because with K's, we just get Blue Star instantly. Like, every time. We get it first, no matter what. That Pierce is low. Nice, we get him down, and we break their grass, too. So they're always forced to push into us, which Pierce actually doesn't really do a great job of doing. I think I popped this a little early. Damn, we could have killed that Piper if we walked into that shot. That Piper's one. Oh my gosh, she's low. Okay, let's send our head in again. Ah. Why am I dying? Hello? No defense. Are you kidding me? All right, guys, what the hell? Bell, what? The Piper jumped out with 30 HP. How, dude? I had a free kill there. What the fuck happened? Okay, we should kill the Piper here now. Nice coordination. That Mina's given up. All right, perfect. So yeah, they just got outdrafted here. I mean, this is like literally like what they needed to do instead of egoing Piper, which did nothing to solve their issue of not having an idea. Like I said, they could have even gone the Mortis low key. Like Mortis would have been pretty decent at just getting blue star. It beats out the K's with long dash to get blue star, which is one idea. They could have also, like I said before, like I shouted out the Globert plus. Oh, I didn't gadget. Oh, wait, losable. Chill. Okay, nice. We killed the Velvet chill. I mean the Piper. Like if they went Globert plus some kind of like Mina combo instead of the Piper, that was also an option. The Piper last pick actually sold it, even though she went 6 and 5 and did way better than the Pierce. Yeah, it's just like they just didn't have an idea of like they didn't have like a good game plan with their draft, and it was just uneven because they have two snipers that are basically not going to be able to do anything. So yeah, that's plus 108 elo for us. I think I actually recognize this guy. Yeah, he's a pretty good player. Like egoing is just kind of hard to make it work these days, bro. I swear it's not that good anymore. Like ego picks got nerfed hard, bro. Let's jump into the next game. I will also say that the Pierce pick in general could be considered kind of sus considering that Nani was open. I'm not sure if I would have gone Pierce in that scenario just because Nani, like I said, Nani's open. And like Pierce into other snipers is not as strong as he is into like mid-range brawlers in general. So he's usually better into like brawlers like Chester or like brawlers like Otis and stuff, you know, like maybe not Spike, but you know, that kind of more mid-range area. We have the first pick, so we kind of get to decide what we want to take. I think I banned Bull, which means Crow is open. And I think Crow is just the best first pick here in general. Crow is another really, really strong brawler right now. Just so fucking broken. And I honestly banned him out so much. Specifically, Crow actually is very good into Leon and a lot of invis assassins because his poison just helps scout them out, keeps them low, he outranges most of them, and he chips them down. So if they go K's or Melody, and like, you know, brawlers that can push up like that, I can go Crow, or Crow should in theory have a good matchup. I haven't gone Crow a lot, guys, lately, so excuse me if my Crow is kind of shit. And Crow honestly is pretty versatile too. You can use him on every map and mode, including Heist. So you'll basically always see Crow banned, like especially higher up. It just depends though on like movement and positioning, because you know aim on Crow is not really as important, but like the movement and positioning is really important with Crow, so it's probably harder to use if you're like in Mythic or Legendary, but I assume it's not banned out as much there, so you can at least get a lot of chances to practice. Here we're going Bow, which I think is actually not great. Into the Spike it might be okay, and then we went here we went just pure control. I don't love this. I feel like if we had gone like just any aggro at all, that would have been so much easier for us, because now we have to deal with like we have to basically just play off of me getting hypercharge and jumping on the save to deal any damage, and also the bow mines, but like it's kind of not like again, this is kind of what the art of the enemy team comp had in the first game, where it's just we just have to skill diff to win, and if we don't skill diff then we don't win. So I don't love those types of comps right now. Not that like skill diffing is like bad or anything, but it's just not, it's not as good as just going something with a good idea. But if these guys are bad, then it doesn't really matter. Here we're basically just playing a friendly lobby and playing practice dodge spike curveball. That's kind of what this game is. Unfortunately, the spike is getting us though. I also said she because of the Sakura skin. He is getting us down. Do we kill him through the cactus? That'd be kind of peak. No, we don't. But the bow does he pinch? Okay, we dodge all 3 spikes there. Able to heal up though. Let me just push up and see if I can push them all the way back. The spike just fucks off. He decides I've had enough. I don't deal any safe damage, so I kind of need to come and help out my teammates here, win their lanes, and then they'll push up, and then the bow will do a lot more damage than me. Yeah, I'm low-key missing all these shots on this Angelo right now, and it's a little embarrassing. He misses that shot on me somehow. Try to wiggle up and see if we can kill this Nani. Alright, nice. Bow gets the thing. I have my super with Nani head, so the Nani's using TP. I'm actually gonna jump in on this spike here and take that out. Okay. When you're facing Nani TP, it's actually usually better to try to block the head so the Nani just doesn't get a free TP. And like that doesn't mean you have to eat it, but most of the time they're using shield star power, so it doesn't do like the most damage. And it is still worth it compared to like letting them get on the safe and dealing a ton of damage. Our Amber's doing pretty well right now. She's low-key just soloing. W this Rafa wilting flower guy. I almost have my hypercharge here. We're just gonna eat the Nani head like I said, and it's gonna be better. Okay, I don't know why ignore that jump at the end. We win the game like that, pretty chill. So yeah, looks like we were switching some lanes around. This time I'm up against the Angelo. Now Bo gets the free Spike matchup. Spike in general, early pick on an open map is a little bit... Or in general, on open maps in general, he's just a little scuffed in my opinion. Looks like our Bo's actually struggling against the Spike for some reason. The fuck? Yo, it's Spike, dog. I personally don't really consider Spike like the most broken brawler of all time. Actually, the Nani gets a really nice clip. Hopefully Bo finishes out that nice. Okay, Angela gets out here, but our Amber is doing a really good job getting damage on safe, so let's chill. Get the poison. Finish that out with the crow gadget. Bo, please block that. No, Bo! Oh, the Bo doesn't block the Nani head. That means the Nani got basically our shield crack for free. So yeah, there, if the Bo had blocked the Nani, I think that would have honestly been better, because then we would have kept our shield crack. It's a nice thing on me. We go down. Bo can finish off their shield though here, which will be really good. I still have not gotten a hypercharge. Guys, they all outrange me. Okay, it's harder than it looks. There we go. We're able to kill the Nani though. And just wiggle the Angelo a little bit. Let me jump in here. He actually dodges my jump? What? How is that possible? Yo, I thought that jump was like undodgeable. That's actually really bad. I was really planning on getting that kill so that our Bo could push up and deal some damage to the high save. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Bo, I think he has tripwire, so that should just be the game. Yeah, GG. Okay. A little close there at the end, but I think this one, like low-key, the Amber kind of just carried. And the Crow was able to, as Crow, I was able to kind of wiggle around the Nani and not let her just totally win lane every time, which is kind of important. If you lose lane to Nani at all in Heist, you're basically throwing. And the Spike also just was not able to hit shots that easily, because on an open map, once you've kind of... It's actually really important in this meta in particular because of how many fucking buffied spikes there are running around. You really got to make sure that you know how to dodge Spike curveball, guys. Because if you're caught lacking on the Spike curveball, bro, like, they're just gonna run all over you and abuse that, and that's really not what you want to do. To, like, get better at Spike curveball, I would personally recommend just, like, hopping into training cave, honestly. Not training cave. Hopping into, like, a friendly, if you have a... if you have any friends to play with you. Who am I kidding? Guys, join discord.gg/bedlam to try to find friends to maybe practice Spike curveball dodging with. Because if you can practice that, it's actually really, really nice. Because then that's like a skill that'll carry with you into basically every game right lately, since Spike is meta and he is buffied and he is gonna dodge the bans because there are more important bans. All right, oh, we get that guy who carried us on the Ember again this game. We have first pick again. Looks like these guys are quite a bit higher in elo than me. And we have the first pick on triple dribble. I'm going to go ahead and shoot for a Leon pick here. I think Leon in general is just one of the most broken and easy to play brawlers in this meta. And if you can get your hands on all the buffies for Leon, it's like just broken to go Leon and then just turret up in every game mode except Heist, basically. And Leon is open. They even banned Spike, so I think this is just free and I'm going to go it right here. We'll go Lollipop Drop, always go Smoke Trail Star Power, and this brawler is just going to be super easy. You just get infinite pressure just by existing because of his stupid ass turret. It's really, really cringe. For the best counters to Leon is generally actually Spike, ironically enough, because his shots are a little harder to dodge. Like, they fan out and they do a lot of damage, and to Leon with the cactus too, it's pretty good. Crow is also, like I said, really good into scanning invis brawlers and assassins in general. They go Otis. Otis and Chester are like the two main premier tank counters right now, I would say. But, you know, you can go other brawlers in a pinch, like, I guess, Gale and Spike. I guess Spike is also like one of those three. They, in fact, go both Otis and Chester to try to deal with me as Leon, and also to prevent us from stacking, like, Globert plus tank synergies. Though, because they went two tank counters, if I was last pick, I would go Pierce here, just because that's a really strong Pierce game. You can also go a thrower like This guy's going Willow because it's also Brawl Ball. On Brawl Ball specifically, Willow's pretty solid. Looks like our teammate wants to go the Meeple, and that is going to be just generally a decent mid-range. They instead decide to go Ruffs, which also pretty decent mid-range. You just want to be able to block, like, beat the enemy mid-range brawlers with the whatever picks you go into 2 tank counters. Tank counters in general, they struggle a lot into brawlers like Pierce or B, or brawlers like pet spawners, so like Charlie and Terra. And here we're going Ruffs, although he might go even the Rocket Rain, which is interesting. They go Ziggy last. Ziggy's another brawler that's pretty good in the tank counters, actually, in the mid-range, but I mean, I think it depends honestly on how good I am on the Leon. Because if I can kill their Ziggy and beat their tank counters in the 1v1s, then that actually means we win. But if I struggle, then the game is just going to get really hard for everybody. So let's try not to totally troll. I'm going to try to put my turret away from the Ziggy so he doesn't just instantly take it out, but no promises. Otis does miss his gadget, which is really nice. And we're going to... Actually, the one thing to know about Leon Invis turret is that there's like a half second of invisibility that you keep even after you exit the... Oh, I tried. My bad. Nice, we still get the goal. Even after you exit the turret range. So you saw there, I was able to sneak up on that Otis, even though the turret radius wasn't even close to him. Because look at this. Like, look how close I can get to that fucking Otis before he can see me because of this fucking buffied turret shit. It's just broken. Like, it's actually just insane. Oh, I don't quite kill the Ziggy. That's such a troll. If I kill the Ziggy, I don't know if we can still score that, actually, because the Otis had super and he had full HP. It's fine. Let's see if we can try not to just feed the Ziggy all of his super right now, but we're getting pretty close. Just Buffy Totem here. This shit also cycles itself if they don't kill it, so it's like kind of broken. Nice, we do kill the Ziggy, very important kill. Let's try to dodge the Chester Bell so he doesn't kill us here. And we're gonna super in. Hyper as well. Oh my god, he one-shot me! No, he had 4 bell, I wasn't counting. I thought he was on 1 or 2. I thought he already used the 4 bell. When you're facing Chester with an aggro brawler, you want to try to like count his bell cycle. So he's on 3 now, he's on 4, and then he's on 1 and 2 for a little bit, which means he doesn't deal that much damage. So those are the moments to go in to a Chester if you can. Hope he uses his bomb there. We're still up a goal, so we're not in like any hurry to basically try to score. Like, we just have to defend pretty well, and that's fine. I'm gonna heal up to full and then go in with super. We have to kill the Ziggy. He's a priority target for us, and that's like the main threat with our team. We get Otis super, but that should give my teammates a pretty free goal unless we... I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Unless we kick the ball into a 1 HP enemy target. Yes, so true. Nice job, Brad. Let's run up the map here. This Chester is on a... Oh, okay, he rebuilt me somehow. Nice, we're still able to get the kill there. And this, I mean, this, like, they should not be able to score even if they can't, like, even if they defend us. So there we go. This is just a free game. Yeah. This, again, I will say, you don't want to go, like, you don't want to go to the same thing. Like, their enemy team comp is very one-sided in just having tank counters in Otis and Chester. And Ziggy is a control brawler, which is, like, kind of good into the Ruffs, maybe, and maybe the Willow, but like into Leon is not good, and they are just struggling right now to get anywhere because they don't have any aggro, so they have no, like, they have to basically kill all of us to get any pressure, which is possible, but it's not as easy to do. Now I say all this, okay, the Willow almost just let them score, but we literally get scored on anyways because, okay, they like this is what happens. All of us died and they get the goal. I don't know how we all died there. Like, the Willow actually outranges. I guess let me put this back here. Oh, come on. Oh, the Ziggy's won. That's so sad. Willow gets a mind control. Chester should be 1. He goes down. We're invis, so the Ziggy doesn't know where we are, but we should be able to kill him there. Nice. Okay. I already have Power Tree, so I'm not going to bother using one again. And I'm going to just invis here. Try to go in. Kill the Otis there. Invis. Run in. Kill him again. I have no ammo. Okay, nice. We get the goal. I don't think I'm close to my turret. I have 4 seconds. Actually, I'm pretty close. I just have to try to get it here. Try to keep my distance here against this this Otis so I don't just totally feed him like a free stun. And here I'm kind of hypercharging around right now. Oh no, the Ziggy kills me there. Fuck. Wait, if the Willow gets a super, maybe we can still score? Come on, Willow. I believe in you. Wait, she actually did get a mind control on someone. Didn't get a kill though. Okay. Ball's in my hands. Willow gets some insane taps. Willow gets some huge taps. You get the goal here. GG. Wow, guys. Low-key. Double your randoms, but also I'm low-key kind of playing well, bro. Wow, guys. Did you know that I can play the game good too sometimes when I'm going broken brawlers into people who somehow just don't know how to draft. This guy's Masters 3, Masters 2, Masters 2. And they just got completely diffed because, like, again, it's not even about how good you are as a player. You just have to know the meta. And the meta is you have to prep for Leon. If the enemy team has first pick and you leave Leon open, you're trolling. Okay, like, let's just get that straight off the bat. And it's not Heist, you're trolling. Or at the very least, if you let them have the Leon, then you need to have some kind of answer open as well, like the Crow. But I banned Crow because I had first pick and I knew I was going to go Leon if it was open, so I just basically had a free game. Also, if you go 2 tank counters that do the same thing, you're also kind of trolling because you want, like, unless you're facing 2 aggro brawlers, which they weren't, you want to have some kind of versatility. If they had just one brawler that was aggressive, then that could beat me in lane, like Bull or maybe BV. I don't know about those two if they were open or not, but like, you just need like a general brawler that can also take space and push and give you space so you can actually breathe, because they literally had nothing and I was just able to constantly dive them over and over again by cycling turrets and invis, and they were just fucked. They were helpless. They couldn't do anything no matter how good they were. Like, the most important thing that you need right now, guys, is you need your comps to have a game plan. Like, more than balance. I talked about balance, having like a balanced team comp and not having 2 of the same thing, and like, that's important, but you can have like 2 tanks and a healer, right? But that's because the 2 tank plus healer comp has a game plan. They have a way to take pressure. They have a way to kind of push up and take space, or like, you know, fight back even against tank counters, right? Or like the healer or one of the tanks is hopefully going to have some ability in their kit that is going to help deal with the tank counters, right? Like, you need some way to actually beat the enemy team and like take the objective. If you only have strong brawlers but you don't have a game plan, you're not going to win. If you have a decent comp with like a good game, like Nani TP with like, you know, defense spike plus range Angelo mid, like, that's a good game plan. But they kind of just got diffed because, you know, like, our guy kind of just cooked on the Amber, to be honest. And also, like, our brawler is more broken than theirs. Like, Crow buffies are just broken. I can kind of just movement speed around both Spike and Nani, and even Angelo to some extent. And this game was like, it was such a hard stomp because the enemy team both didn't have a really great game plan. Our team just had a broken brawler, right? It's like, it's a mixture of both, right? So it's like, kind of, you want to have, like, these things are both important. You gotta know the meta and have access to some of the best brawlers, and you need to have a game plan in your team comp. Otherwise, like, you're basically just gonna try to skirmish your way to a win, which is, depending on how things go, not that reliable. Yeah, so I'll probably end this video off for here. Shout out to Code Bedlam for carrying me up 1,000 elo today, actually, because I hovered around 7,500 elo at some points, but then I finally overcame the fucking stupid ass shitty random barrier, and we were able to climb out. Maybe tomorrow or in 2 days I'll talk a little bit more about you know, the meta in general, and show you kind of more games maybe, and like talk through like if enemies make mistakes or if my team makes mistakes, or even if I make mistakes, which does happen. I'm not perfect either, and maybe hopefully that'll help you yourself in the game get a little better too, or not. It's up to you, depending on whether or not you use code Bedlam in the Brawl Stars shop. Am I right, people? Who is Junior Bat, bro? Why are you spam inviting me, dog? What is your problem, bro? I'm not playing with you, dude. Yo, carry us in the championship challenge. All right, that's gonna be for me. Take care of yourselves. See you all in the next one. Love you. Peace. Bye. Mwah.